Let's start it at the beginning. It's showtime, my friend. How nice, come on in. It's so good to see you again. I got stories to share. I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping a bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks. Let's break out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Now if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Connection too slow. Well, I hope you don't miss the show. It's showtime, my friend. Let's go. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. I've tuned up my axe, sit back and relax, no matter how your day has been. We'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time, it's showtime, my friend. Well, hello, everybody. I see we have some people logged in, and I think Joan was the first one to log in. Says a little early. Not much. I think about 5 minutes or so. We have Joan and Bob, Jack and Barb. Hi to you guys. Hi to you guys. Happy New Year. I didn't think I saw you last week, but I can't remember now. And then Bud, Brent, and Jeannie, and Kim and Mark Wright, and Mom is here. Hello. And Carol Scott. Hi, Carol. Carol's here. And now let's see. I know. I want to tell you, Larry had some kind of an incident this week. I would just say it's a health thing. I think he had RSV and then some other stuff. And so he probably will not be joining us this week, but we're all wishing him well. I'm sure you guys are too. And, he's expected to come back home probably Wednesday is what he said. Oh, and we have Deb and Horace here. Hi, you guys. All right. Nice to see you. Hey, they even let you put a picture of your face on your little icon there. Some of us just have letters over there. So, okay, well, let's see. What was I going to do? I have one I wanted to do. I'm going to wait to do this next one. I'll tell you what. Let me do this first. I'm going to do Frank Sinatra, I've Got You Under My Skin. I'm going to do it my Acapulco way. Actually, it means a cappella way. Let's see. Let me find my notes here. There they are. Okay. Oh, Stash is here. Hi, man. Whew. He had a little bit of COVID last week or a couple weeks ago. We are hoping all's going well with you and that you're getting your sense of smell and taste and all that stuff back. And I don't want to tell too much. Maybe, maybe we should make me sign some HIPAA things or something so I don't mention anybody else's health on here. Who knows who's listening, right? My gosh. All right, so, is that an A flat? Oh, no. Okay, so I like to do this way. Boom, the boom, 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 ba boom, ba boom, boom, boom. I've got you under my skin. Boom, boom, but I've got you, yeah. Deep in the heart of me, boom, boom, so deep in my heart, you're really a part of me, and I've got you bound down under my skin, well, I tried so, not to give in, boom, boom, but I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. Boom, but why should I try to resist when, darling, I know darn well Oh, that I've got you under my skin. Well, I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice that comes in the night that repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality. Wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Boom, boom. Yeah, da ba da da ba da da down. Down ba down 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 da 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 down. Ba ba down 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 down. But why should I try to resist when down and I know darn well that I've got you under my skin. Well, I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice that comes in the night that repeats and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. You fool, use your mentality. You fool, wake up to reality. You fool, but each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. And I dig you under my skin. And I want you under my skin. Bow wow 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 wow. Diddle-doo. Got you under my skin. Well, now, I do want to do another of Frank's songs here. This one is Witchcraft. Now, this is interesting. We found out some months ago when I did a bunch of Sinatra songs that because some of the publishers haven't given permission to use these songs, we don't have to go directly to them. It's just that they say, we don't think this song should be out there under any other purpose. And they silenced a bunch of them so that if you go back and look at that show about 6 months ago, the Sinatra one, about half of the songs during that hour, it comes up to the song, I announce it, and it goes blank for like 3-4 minutes. And then then it comes back and I'm talking and so on. They actually find a way to silence that video because they don't have permission to use it. So I think that's real interesting. So I'm thinking this is separate. I don't know if they're going to silence this song, but I had this idea that I might look back and find out all the songs that have been silenced during the times that I've been doing this for years here. Go back and find the ones that are silenced and do a special show that will be the only time you can see it is at the time that it runs, and then the next time it plays, the whole show will be silenced except for the introductions in between, which I think is kind of interesting. All right, so anyway, here is Witchcraft. This came up and reminded me of that. We'll see whether it gets blanked out this time. Here we go. Play it, guys. Yeah. Those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it, what good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, that crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me. My heart says yes, indeed, in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I would not switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. Oh, play it! My hair, that come hither stare, da 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 da, it's witchcraft, that cuckoo witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes, indeed, in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. Ha, ha. It's such an ancient pitch, and one I would not switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. It's witchcraft. They call it witchcraft. I blame it all on witchcraft. That's right. Make it an excuse. Say it's witchcraft's fault. Don't take any responsibility for yourself. Bad boy, Frank. Come on. All right. I want to do a song I wrote here. It's called The Wedding Song. And it's not the only wedding song ever. There was one written by Paul Stuckey. And did you know his first name was Noel? Noel Paul Stuckey from Peter, Paul, and Mary. He wrote a song that was called The Wedding Song, and they call it There Is Love. And you may remember that. Well, this is not the same one. This is not that one. This is my song. And let's see. I got to get some stuff out of the way here on the screen. All right. Just a sweet little song here. The guitar's pretty quiet. I'm going to bring it up a little bit more here. The day I met you, a boy became a man. I knew you knew it, 'cause you seemed to understand. You helped me find me, but then you had to go. Now I've been without you. That's why I've got to know, will you be mine for the rest of your life? Will you be mine? I'll take you for my wife. Will you be mine? You're the fire and the light. Take my hand and say you'll marry me. Before I met you, I'd never been in love in all my dreaming. It was you that I dreamed of. I've been imprisoned. I could do just as I pleased. Open the door now to the walls that set me free. Will you be mine for the rest of your life? Will you be mine? I'll take you for my wife. Will you be mine? You're the fire and the light. Take my hand and say you'll marry me. They say a girl becomes a woman when she meets a boy, a man. Now I'm the man and you're that woman, and together we will stand. Well, I've asked you twice now, but I want to make it clear that your whole lifetime, well, that's a long, long way from here, but I think we've got it. That's why I want you to be mine while you're still thinking. I'll ask you one more time, will you be mine for the rest of your life? Will you be mine? I'll take you for my wife. Will you be mine? You're the love of my life. Take my hand and say you'll be your whole life a wife to me. Take my hand and let me ask you, will you marry me? A song I wrote many, many years ago after hearing Paul. No, I didn't hear Paul Stuckey's first. I decided I was going to write. No, maybe I think I heard his first, and I thought, well, if he could write one, so could I. And I think that's where that came about. And, Stuckey's was played at your wedding. That's what you said on there. I had a thing covering that up when I saw that, Kim. That's cool. All right, let's see. Let me see what I have up here next for. Yeah, let's get it. Witchcraft. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, after that little one, we'll have a jaunty one here for you. I call it jaunty. It's a country song by the Oak Ridge Boys, and I think it's that beat. Okay, Dan O'Malley. Thank you, man. Thanks. Let's see. David Gates style. Well, you know what, though? Let me say one thing I want to point out something about David Gates' music. My stuff, this thing was quite repetitive. Pretty much the same thing. David Gates was really good at writing melodies that would go, you'd play one line and the next line would be a little bit different melody, and he could build a whole thing so that you listen to line after line, and they were all a little bit, not always, but they were a little bit different from each other, and he could weave a melody that was still memorable, probably because we had heard it 1,000 times on the radio, but a melody that was memorable, but was also complex. And he had such a great way of doing wonderful arrangements that augmented all that kind of stuff, and it made it really nice. Yeah, I would compare some of his melodies, like some of those, Wichita lineman, Webb. The other Webb, not our Webb, Jimmy Webb. Okay, all right, let's see where I was now. So I was gonna do this one here. Let's move. Thank you, though. That's nice. All right. Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Now eyes that look like a heaven, lips like cherry wine. That girl can sure enough make my little light shine. Oh yeah, I get a funny feeling up and down my spine, 'cause I know that my Elvira's mine. Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up, papa, Mau, mau, giddy up, mau, mau, high, old silver, fade away. Woo! Tonight I'm gonna meet her at the Hungry House Cafe. I'm gonna give her all the love I can. Oh yeah. She's gonna jump and holler, 'cause I saved up my last $2. We're gonna search and find that preacher man. Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up, papa, mau, mau, giddy up, papa, mau, mau, high, old silver, fade away. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, 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 boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-doo, doo, doo, do, 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 do. Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. A little giddy up, papa, mau, mau, giddy up, papa, mau, mau, high, old silver, fade away. I said, high, old silver, fade away. Giddy up, papa, mau, mau, giddy up, papa, mau, mau, high, old silver, fade away. Oh my gosh. That song is so simple. It's, everything about this song is just a simple song, and it's catchier than all get out. I just think it's fun. I suppose I never did it with a band. Some of my bands might have gone, oh, we're not going to play that stupid thing again. Yeah, I think it's fun, man. And people get out and dance to it. Can't beat it. Got to have dancing people. That's part of the deal here. All right, I got to get this jacket off. Man, it is, for some reason, maybe because I got all this equipment going, all these lights and everything. That's how you show up in a place. It used to be, oh my gosh, the way before they had these Kliegel lights, huge lights with carbon things. I can't even think what they're called. Shooting electricity across them, putting the light out and all that. Those people would just sweat like crazy. It was a lot easier to do it with these cameras that we have now that respond to lower light, but it's not completely no light at all. All right, I want to do one that Willie Nelson made popular. This was written by Hoagy Carmichael, and it was two people I found out, and Mitchell Parrish. Now, Hoagy Carmichael, I'm doing Stardust. He also wrote George on My Mind, The Nearness of You, I Get Along Without You Very Well, Heart and Soul. I think there might have been two Hearts and Souls, but boy, if it was boom diada, he wrote Skylark, in the cool of the evening, which was an Academy Award for Best Original Song, which he wrote with Johnny Mercer. But this one, as I said, co-written with Mitchell Parrish, who was a lyricist. He wrote Deep Purple, the lyrics. He was a lyric. A Moonlight Serenade, Sophisticated Lady that Duke Ellington had made popular, and Sweet Lorraine that Nat King Cole. Oh, and also the one that I remember, Volare, whoa, whoa. When you say whoa, whoa, you get paid just as much as if you come up with Volare. I think someday I'm going to try to write a song. I'm going to write a song that just is La-di-da, whoa, whoa, whoa. I've got one coming up that's got a bunch of la-las in it. You'll see, but yeah. Bud said, a fun line, contra dance. Yeah, you can dance to that. Absolutely, you can dance to contra or line dancing. Yeah, fun line or contra dancing. Absolutely. All right, so with all that said, let me switch over my drum here, and we will try to give this song a... give it the proper vibe here. And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you, though I dream in vain. No, when our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. Yes, but that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall. When stars are bright, you are in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses bloom, though I dream in vain. In my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. Beside a garden wall, when stars are bright, you are in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses bloom, though I dream in vain. In my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. I'm still working on that first part. The first part is different. I think it is almost two different songs. They have the chords are quite, they're in the same key, but the chords are real. Not the. I don't know. They're not the same, and the melody is different too. I'd like to find some kind of a different beginning. Nice transition chording. Yeah. The chords are brilliant on this. You could. There were some things. He goes right from a D chord, or D7 to an A, and then to a D flat 7, and then G, and then goes up to an A flat. Just go a whole step, but the melody winds perfectly through all that. In fact, it makes me think that they probably came up with a melody first and then maybe molded the chords to it. Don't know. That's the way I've done some of those kind of things. But anyway, okay, let's see what else is on the list for today here. Stardust, love that. Oh, okay, this is the song I wrote with Cindy McElroy, and she had some ideas for it. Originally, her lyrics went something like this. I saw you as you walked by, a handsome face, a strong square jawline, a suit of blue with buttons gold. And it got me to thinking, this kind of reminds me of Carly Simon, You're So Vain. Yeah, maybe I'll put that up this week because that's a fantastic song. So anyway, after working on the song and coming up with something else, we looked at the lyrics to You're So Vain and went, boy, we set the bar pretty high because that is a really terrific song. Yeah, and so anyway, we went ahead and continued to write, and after I'd already written it, I realized I had this interesting idea. It goes like a. You came, I fell, you left, oh well. And I was driving my car, and this little two words, you came, I fell, you, and I thought, that's cool. Why don't I do that? So that's how this song goes. It has these little short ones. And then it was only like a year after writing the song that I realized those two-word lyrics like that had already been done in a song called Bus Stop, which was written by Graham Goldman and sung by the group The Hollies. Bus stop, wet day, she's there, I say, please share my umbrella. Bus stop, bus goes, she stays, love grows under my umbrella. Nice. And by the way, Graham Goldman at the time was a 16-year-old kid. Somebody knew Graham, like he was related to somebody in the management of the Hollies, and they said, would you go listen to this kid's stuff? And they're all going, oh man, we're out of school, we're grown up people, we don't want to listen to young kid stuff. They went over, heard this guy play, then they took 3 of his songs. They said, yeah, we'll record that. That sounds good. So and good for them too, because really nice. But anyway, so here is our version of a two-word lines, I guess you'd call them, in a song. It's called Better Things. Here we go. You came, I fell, you left, oh well. In case you're wondering, I don't miss you at all, 'cause I got better things to do, like sitting in my rocking chair, your picture to my chest, and that Zeppelin t-shirt that you used to wear, and driving my Toyota by your house at 2 a.m. I got better things to do than think about you. You called to say, are you okay? Now that you mention it, I don't miss you at all, 'cause I got better things to do. Like going on a picnic by myself out at the park, down by the river like we used to do. And cleaning out your closet, hey, I found that old brown shoe. I got better things to do than think about you. Go for it. I can remember that old song we used to sing. Melody has gone right out of my head. It went la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I got better things to do, like walking in the rain, like that. Like walking in the rain with my umbrella by my side, so that no one sees the tears that I have cried. With your pillow on the nights when I get blue, I got better things to do than think about you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Ba 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 da 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 da. I got better things to do. Walking in the rain with my umbrella by my side, so that no one sees the tears that I can't hide. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. I got better things to do. I'd say that's a song about denial. This person cannot accept that this thing is not going well for them. Hey, yeah, thanks, man. Oh, all right. Daniel liked that one. Well, there's a lot of opportunity in that song, too, for some other things. I'd like to hear the arrangement be fleshed out more and that kind of a thing. But a couple of fun little things I want to point out in this. Led Zeppelin was a band that I liked a lot when I was younger, so I said now here's a part. It says, "Sitting in my rocking chair, your picture to my chest," in that Zeppelin T-shirt that you used to wear. Well, that one was also stolen. That part about the picture to my chest from a song that I started playing recently. Called "Rainy Night in Georgia," when he sings, let me see, how's he? And he goes, so the last verse, he's singing, and let's see, and on the nights when it's hard to rest, I hold your picture to my chest and I feel fine. Well, I just had that image of a guy, she's gone. And so he's still got her picture and he goes, it's okay. I don't need you anymore. I got your picture anyway, and I'm just kind of imagine that. And there was another one, let's see, some of the stuff about where these things come from. Cleaning out your closet. I found that old brown shit. Anyway, I don't need to go into all that stuff to explain how I wrote our song. It could take a long time. Yeah, it's an up-tempo fad song, a song to sing la 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 to, and then it's a sad one anyway. It's kind of interesting, though, because what I'd really like it to be is more like My Brown-Eyed Girl, which is a happy song. But this went a different direction. Well, that's what happens during co-writes. Things go the way they're going to go. Well, let's see what else we have here. This is a song. Also, I'm doing quite a bit of sort of original stuff. Now, I did not write this one. This one was written by a woman that I know by the name of Sydney Ames, and I've lost touch with her. She moved around quite a bit, and but I knew her from going. I went to Nashville, and she was the one who said I should go to Nashville, and so she wrote this song with a fella that she was writing songs with, and it's called Big Bankroll, and I like it. This is a personality song, and I want to point out something here. There's a thing that he says in the chorus. You're going to hear. He says. It's hard to show. All I need, he said, all I need is a big bankroll. I got everything I need. Well, some years ago, record companies used to finance a person, if they believed in a person or an act, a group, they would put like $500,000 behind them, promoting them, recording them, and all that kind of stuff, getting everything ready to make them famous people, recording stars. And so when this fella is saying all I need is a big bankroll, he's saying, hey, I got all the talent I need. All I got to do is get the connection right with these people. So I just want to say he's not totally delusional, although in reality he is. But the song's great. So here we go. Big Bankroll. I got rock, got soul. All I need is a big bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. Hanging around with alley cats, beating tin cans with a baseball bat. I bought a new guitar with my last check. I thought my landlord would break my neck. She said, I don't want to hear your rock and roll. You can't pay your rent. Now you're in the hole. I said to her, hey, it won't be long before the radio's playing all my songs. I got rock, got soul. All I need is a big bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. She said, believe me, it will never pay. You can't rock all night and work all day. Mick Jagger, Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley got cash. You say you're gonna make it? I don't buy that trash. I said, rock and soul's gonna pay my rent, 'cause talent like mine's no accident. I said to her, hey, it won't be long before the radio's playing all my songs. I got rock, got soul. All I need is a big bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. Hey, now all I got is a one-man band, a new guitar, and a music stand. You put them together with a rock and soul, and I'll be making that big bankroll. Yeah. Woo! I got rock, got soul. All I need is a big bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. Hey, hey, I got rock, got soul. All I need is a big bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. Hey, hey, I got rock, got soul. All I need, bankroll. Well, it's hard to show the girls where it's at when your wallet ain't that fat. Oh, yeah. That is a fun song, man. I just think that is so catchy. I don't know if I want to record this and put this out, I don't know how to get back a hold of the people that are reached to. Maybe they've registered it with ASCAP or BMI, and I can just go on their websites and find out. But be pretty interesting. I want to do that song one of these days on a record. All right, let's see what else. How about this one? This one's by the Beatles. And I'm not quite sure if anybody knows for sure, remembers for sure who sang this. It's called "Oh Darling." Now, I don't know if it tended to be either Paul McCartney or John Lennon. And so if anybody knows who actually sang this, if you can remember who sang it, usually the person singing it was the person who wrote it. So let's take a look. Okay. Whoa, darling, please believe me, I'll never do you no wrong. Believe me, thanks Daniel, then I tell you, ooh, I'll never do you no harm. Whoa, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, ooh, yeah, don't ever leave me on my own. And you told me you didn't need me anymore. You know, I nearly broke down and I cried when you told me you didn't want me anymore. Well, you know, I nearly laid down and died. Whoa, darling, please believe me, I'll never do you no wrong. Believe me when I tell you, girl, I'll never do you no harm. When you told me you didn't need me anymore, well, you know, I nearly broke down and cried when you told me you didn't want me anymore. Well, you know, I nearly laid down and died. Oh, darling, leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, don't ever leave me on my own. And this is an example of a song that has a melody that I call it, that it evolves. So for instance, oh darling, please believe me, I'll never do you no wrong. Now, instead of going, believe me, when I tell you, instead he goes, believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you no harm. It only has a little part of the rhythm from the first line. And so this is and by the way, Paul McCartney was quite good at being able to develop a melody that was more than just one part repeated 3 or 4 times. McCartney, especially, I mean, come on, listen to this. Brilliant. I mean, come on. I've played that song. I've played it almost every day for a year, just because I want to keep the finger picking going. But my gosh, it's so. It just sounds like, to me, it sounds like somebody's out in their garden and the animal, the birds are around and the squirrels and all that. So, oh my gosh, just great. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. Yep, Paul. Yep, I'm sure Paul did it. And now that you mention, of course, what a guy. So, I'm looking down my list here, and well, I think let's take a look at one song. I'm going to try this, okay? This is a song I wrote with a fella from the who lives in Williamston, a really heck of a songwriter. His name is Dewey Lunguski, and I asked him, I said, why do they call you Dewey? He said, when I was a little kid, I liked Mountain Dew. And so they just started calling me Dewey, and he said, it's stuck. So anyway, it's called Dancing With You. We wrote it about dancing with a dog because, there was just an image that I had in my head, and we talked about it, and we thought, man, this would be good for some dog food companies or pet stores of any kind. So anyway, I'm going to try this. Now, I wanted to rehearse this before we got going here, and I ran out of time. So we will just hold our breath here and hope this turns out well. Here we go. We'd probably never get a chance dancing with the stars, since we're not all that famous and you can't help but bark. But I'm good at the two-step, you're a whiz on 3 or 4. In the park, our backyard, or around the pet store. I love dancing, dancing, dancing with you. It's amazing a dog can move the way you do. When your spirit's unleashed, you chase away the blues. I love dancing, dancing, dancing with you. You don't need a lick of music to get into the groove. A ball or a stray butterfly will put you in the mood. You get your tail a-wagging and a smile fills up your face. Fred and Ginger at their best never had a funner day. I love dancing, dancing, dancing with you. It's amazing a dog can move the way you do. When your spirit's unleashed, you chase away the blues. I love dancing, dancing, dancing with you. It might seem far-fetched from the outside looking in, tongue hanging, ears flopping, butt shaking, hip hopping. Woo! Dancing, dancing, dancing with you. It's amazing a dog can move the way you do. When your spirit's unleashed, you chase away the blues. I love dancing, dancing, dancing with you. Dancing with you. Whoa, dancing with you. Now, isn't that a fun little song? Yeah, dancing with you. And you quite a few you have dogs of your own. Man, they become real family members, don't they? I'm telling you. All right, let's see where we are here. If I have one more I can do for you. Yeah, this is kind of a silly one here. It's one by Delaney and Bonnie. And Delaney, Bonnie, and Friends. The only way I became acquainted with them is because Eric Clapton was kind of, he was getting a little nervous about being too famous and trying to get away from all the limelight and all the attention and the cameras coming after him and everything. So he joined a band. It was a pretty good Southern band, United States. Great, cool, you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. And so he joined this band called Delaney and Bonnie and Friends, and they did an album, let me think, was it Derek? And then they did one called Derek and the Dominoes. I think Delaney and Bonnie and Friends were part of that too. But anyway, this one is called, where'd it go? Never Ending Love. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. Ooh, I feel so good I can hardly stand it. Never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing my never-ending love for you. I'd sing my never-ending love for you. I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. That song is about 50 years old, and some of the other ones I did are even older than that, except the ones I wrote, which some of them are 50 years old. Holy cow. All right, you guys, I'm going to finish up here with what I call segment music, the TV theme song that we were using for I believe it was a skiing program. They were going to go all over the world and find people who were skiing, and they were going to interview them and just had a whole series that they were going to do on that. And it didn't happen. I think it still could. They could use this song for that, could you? This is what they call transition music. It's the kind of thing that when they're going to commercial, that the guy, like right now, is talking over the top of it while the music's playing. And they might say, we travel now to Aspen, Colorado, where we're going to see skiers who are, Olympic training and so on and so forth, whatever it is. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. And I appreciate the comments, too. Kind of gives me an idea of what you guys like to hear. One day we might even try to do an all request show. Like I'll send out an email and I'll say, send me an email back and tell me one or two of your favorite songs, and I will put them into the show and we'll do one of those. So we can do a show that gets shut down by YouTube because I've used all songs that don't have permission for. And then we'll do a show that's all request material. So, all right, you guys, thanks again so much for being here. I really, really enjoy doing this thing and enjoy having you folks here playing along with me. Here we go. I don't know where it's happening. Oh, yeah. Bring it on down.